Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, one of the most well-known superheroes to ever exist in the history of superheroes. Like seriously, ask your teacher or your neighbor or even that lady you met at the club last night and I would guarantee that they know who Spider-Man is. And who doesn't? Peter Parker gets bitten by a radioactive spider and miraculously gets abilities similar to that of a spider, like super strength, agility, wall climbing, and even spider sense. Now, notice how it didn't include spider webs. The reason is, in the original comics, he made his own web shooters, which can be seen in Civil War, where Tony Stark talks to Peter about recruiting him.
Don't tell Aunt May.
And in Spider-Man Homecoming, where he makes his own web fluid in the middle of class.
About his discoveries regarding quantum theory.
Now, there are also comics where he got his powers of shooting webs, all included with the others. But we're not here to talk about that, we're here to talk about this specific scene in Spider-Man 2.
Oh no! No! Ah!
Yeah, I know, crazy right? Falling off from a height of a high-rise building, constantly gaining speed, even hitting your head on a dumpster, and yet getting up as if you didn't even feel a thing? I mean, I understand that he's superhuman and can probably withstand forces twice the amount of an average Joe, but he's gotta have at least have a broken rib or a fracture or something, let alone that head-to-dumpster impact could cause some brain damage. Or maybe not. Let's get straight into it. In this scene, Peter is swinging around New York City when all of a sudden, his powers start to disappear mid-swing. If you look in the background, he gains up a height of around an average high-rise building. New York high-rise buildings are around 600 feet or more, which are equal to around 183 meters more or less. Now, in the beginning of the video, we see the Empire State Building. As Peter swings in, he's shown to be at a height lower than the building behind it. The Empire State Building stands at around 1,250 feet, or 381 meters. So taking in some rough estimates, he would be swinging at around 186.28 meters high, more or less. Now, here's where we get to the physics part. As he realizes that he can't shoot web anymore, he reaches his maximum height and stops before falling into an alley. Before we calculate how much force he has while falling, we first have to get our gravitational potential energy. The formula for PE is mass multiplied by the acceleration due to gravity multiplied by the height. Tobey Maguire weighs at around 71 kilograms, which is where we get our weight. So 71 kilograms multiplied by 9.8 meters per second squared multiplied by 183.28 meters gives us a force total of 127,526.224 joules, or just 127,526 joules for short, which is a lot of force for the non-physics fans. With that much force acting on him, it would be enough to break his skull into pieces, which damn, talk about bad physics. If you want to see some good physics though, you should watch 300 and the infamous Sparta scene.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Basically, since the messenger is at rest, the kick acting on him pushed him into the pit, obeying Newton's first law, which is actually pretty accurate. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, soy sauce won't spoil after opening as long as no other ingredients are being added onto it. So don't refrigerate.